Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm definitely feeling a lot better, especially now that I've got that estrogen going and things cleared up in my chest and so forth. Got the muscles to calm down and so forth. But, and this is a big but, little miss isn't doing too good. Yeah. I think her actually, I'm not going to say I think, I know her pancreatitis is flaring up again. I hope y'all can hear me because I'm keeping the air conditioning going. I'm trying to talk over it as best I can. Excuse me, that hurt a little bit. Anyway, I'm trying to keep that going to help with her fevers. She's still kind of eating. She's not really touching her wet food all that terribly much this morning, which is very unusual, especially since this one is her favorite. So I'm a little concerned. She is drinking a lot, which is a good sign. That is very, very good. That's exactly what she needs right now, our fluids. Help maybe straighten things out, positive thoughts, this and that. Fever is still up. I could feel it. Of course, I'm not actually taking any temperatures on her or anything like that, but I can definitely feel it, that her fever is still up. And but last night, her fever was really high. I could feel it, especially in her feet, her pads. Her pads have been cooler this morning, which is good, but I know we're not out of the woods yet. So I really, really, really need some positive energy sent my way for her. For me, send it to her. Yeah, there she is. She's still bouncing around, as you can see. Kind of active, kind of playing, a little bit curious, when the door opens, things like that. But I know how quickly things can turn, too. We've been down this road a few times before with her, and I'm just a little concerned with how serious it might be. If we might wind up having to take that trip across the street to the vet. Literally. The vet is literally right across the street. The one that my friends have worked with their babies in the past. And they're supposed to be really good. So, yeah, I'm getting really concerned with her not really eating her wet food, but at least she's still eating, at least picking at her dry food, so that's a good thing. Say hi. Want to say hi? Yeah. I think actually, I know it helped a lot last night, having me home, to help keep her calm, help calm her down and everything, but I do have to go back to work today. I got that car payment due on Wednesday, and I've got to make that payment. Otherwise, I'm out of a job. And that's not a good thing either. And I could feel when she's laying like this on me, I could feel the heat just kind of pouring off of her. It's not as bad as what it was. So, yeah, it just, yeah, I'm just very worried about her. Very, very worried. Can I feel your foot? Yeah, I know. It's a little warm. I know. You bite mommy. You go ahead and bite your mommy all you want. Yeah, I don't mind it at all. Nope, don't mind it at all. Yeah. But she's just not herself. in several ways. Yeah, you go ahead. You bite me all you want. Yeah, it's just some love nips. And it's probably all the stress, and of course Mom hasn't been doing all that terribly great. And Mom had gotten upset that one day, and then she had to have her butt washed that one day. Just everything combined, and I know that. And there was one night that I had come home, and and the bedroom light was off, which tells me somebody had been in the room, and they turned the light off on the way out. I realize it's out of, instinct, pattern, or what have you, but having somebody in the room, especially with me not here, did not help the situation. So I'm just going to have I realize it's their house and everything, but at the same point, with what she's going through right now, just going to have to be like, hey, look, can we minimize going in the room as much as possible right now? She's very warm. Very, very warm. So, and of course the heat right now outside is not helping matters. We're under a high heat. We're under a high heat advisory. I think we're supposed to be in the 90s today. I think we're already in the upper 80s. And it's only 11 o'clock in the morning. So I realize it's not much compared to, out there, there are times when it never gets below 100 degrees even at nighttime. So, but for this area, especially with the lakes and, with the humidity and so forth, yeah. But I think we're supposed to be in that until, 9 o'clock tonight or something. I know I just had breakfast, so my apologies. But I think we might be getting some more storms in. I was hearing about the potential for possible tornadoes. So we'll see. And I do see the clouds moving in too. But either way, I have to go out so I can take care of her. Take care of the car and hopefully be able to take care of her. I'm seriously considering running over and at least grabbing maybe a couple cans of the other wet food. Maybe she'll be more likely to eat it. I don't know. We'll see. Before I get started with work anyway. Since I just, and they don't open until noon on Sundays anyway. I think it's noon, something like that. So it wouldn't matter. And I had to eat something this morning. My sugar was low. So I'm just waiting for my stomach to calm down a little bit before I head out. So, yeah, like I said, if you all can send some positive energy her way, I'd really appreciate it. Okay? I'm just very worried about her. So, I figure by the time I get a shower and so forth, the store will be open. And then, I can see about running over there and getting her some food. I need it anyway, but I figured kill two birds here. But anywho, all right. I was just thinking if I had that old prescription for her, which I don't believe I do. I'm fairly certain. I'll have to check, and I'm sure it's probably not any good anymore anyway. I had a prescription for the other food, the prescription food, but the other that I was giving her before is very, very close to it, so I can always pick that up. But I'd at least try it to see, And then again, I don't know if that store that I go to carries the prescription diet anyway. I don't remember seeing it. That's the thing. I know. It's kind of funky. I know. I keep looking at that. It's like, it's kind of funky there. But now I'll just get the other and go from there. Yeah. I was just thinking something else too, but never mind. Alright, I'm going to let you go so I can do what I need to do. Alright? Love you guys. Talk to y'all soon. Love you.